What's good, homies? Welcome back to another episode of our West Tigers rebuild series. We're in episode 11, round 12, and before we jump into today's game, there's been yet another shift to our back line. Alright, so as you can see, we've moved S2E11 back to fullback, we've chucked Dan Tupou back out to the wing, and I've also decided to start Chris McQueen. Someone had suggested it a couple of videos back, and this is the game that I actually tried him out. He'll be on the right side with Aloyai coming off the bench. As for the Subscriber 17 game, that will be played after Origin 2. I was going to do it before Origin 2, but we actually have a player that was featured throughout all the lineups. He wasn't available a week before Origin 2, so that's why the Subscriber 17 game will be a little later. Alright, so we're 12 rounds in, and our opponent for today are the number 1 ranked Penrith Panthers. Yes, you did hear that correctly. Penrith are number 1 in the league. We're almost halfway through the season and it's pretty tight still between 1 and 13. I really need to try and string some wins together. Pretty difficult on veteran for me. Not saying that I enjoy losing, because I don't, but losing this many times in a season, it's refreshing, I guess. It just makes the experience and the process of going through this career more fun and enjoyable when you do actually pick up a win. I reckon I will eventually have like a dominant season with the team, but it feels so far away. As we jump in attack here, 4th tackle, we're going to shift it to the left side with Brooks, puts a chip over the top, regathers it himself, and he's going to score the opening points of the game. A pretty decent try to start things off. The kick wasn't intended for myself, but as I've said in previous videos, trying to angle a chip kick is a nightmare on this game. It just feels like there's a lack of control or something. I'm not too sure what it is, but hopefully that gets addressed in the upcoming patch. That along with rubber kicks definitely need to be looked at. As we take the shot at goal with Tui, and we're going to swing it in from right to left as we extend our lead to 6, 15 minutes into the game. Alright, so I took a little break from editing, went and jumped on the forum, and the new Rugby League Live 4 patch actually went live a little over an hour ago, so I went to look at the patch notes and they've actually worked on a lot of stuff, so I'm keen to try that out after I get done with this. I'll most likely make a separate video and just talk about the patch, what they've updated, go through the patch notes and everything, after I've played a few games of course, as we jump back into the game. And it's going to be Penrith giving a penalty away. We send it to Packer to take it to the line, and he's going to get pulled down 5 meters out. Back on the 3rd, as we send it through the hands of Taylor and Brooks, and it's going to be Lolohea who gets tackled, still around 5 meters out. On the 4th, we go to Brooks and we put it on the toe for ourselves, and we are going to ground the ball as they send it up to the bunker to review the grounding. As you can see, we do make the grounding, and we're going to get our 2nd try of the game. As Lolohea takes the shot at goal from right in front to push us out to a 12-point lead, 22 minutes into the game. Back in attack, inside the final 10 of the half, as we send it to the blind side of Reynolds, and we fire it down the sideline. Hardacre with the return, steps around one, steps around another, and he's going to shrug off one more defender before eventually getting grounded on the halfway line. Back on the 3rd, as they send it to Cartwright, and he's going to drive his legs towards their 10. On the 4th, as they attack the short side here, they send it out to Mansour, and it looks like he tried to put a kick in, but he ends up losing the ball forward. Probably would have been better to try and run us over or something. As we send it to Josh Reynolds on the 1st, and he's going to get crunched in the tackle, loses the ball forward. That ends up with Cartwright, but I'm pretty sure it was one of their props that put the shot on. Might have been Tamel. As they send it to the right to Marin, and he's going to get wrapped up 5 meters out from our line. On the 1st, they continue to attack our right side, and a beautiful drawing pass from Hardacre finds Watini Zalesniak, and they're going to go over for their 1st try of the game. It was a really nice try too, as we take another look on the replay. They just sent it through the hands of the back line. A cutout ball to Hardacre, who draws in 2 defenders, and he puts Dallin away untouched for the 4-pointer. Back off Cleary here to take the shot at goal, and it's going to be a terrible strike as he misses away to the left. So we're going to head into the break with an 8-point lead. Alright, so looking at the match stats here, 5 from 8 completions, 3 errors. We've missed only 6 tackles and we've made 13 line breaks. As for Penrith, they've pretty much been starved of the ball, completing only 2 from 5, they're definitely not playing like they're the number one team in the league at the moment. As we jump into the second half with an attacking scrum to Penrith. And it's going to be Zach Hardaker getting wrapped up, 15 out. On the first here, as they send it to Moylan, links up with Campbell Gillard. And he's going to get tackled on the 10. So they got us on the back foot to start the half as they quickly shift it through the hands. And it's going to be Mansour who steps around his opposite. Or he steps around Naingama actually to score their second try of the game. As we take another look on the replay. Again, it was just pretty simple as they go out the back to Moylan. Links up with Mansour. We had the numbers. Not too sure what they were doing there, but it's going to be Penrith sparking things up in the second half. As Cleary hits the left upright this time. And they're going to still trail by 4 points. Alright, back on the last of Penrith as they look to get a clearing kick away. And he's going to actually kick it into one of his own players. And we're going to get the penalty for offside. Just when they were building a little bit of momentum, they go ahead and make their error as we shift it out to Sue. And he's going to get driven backwards in the tackle. Third tackle on their line. Brooks running onto it. Links up with Masters. Masters gets it out to Nofoaluma. Sitting on the sideline, a beautiful pass. Puts him away in the corner. As we score off a nice little backline shift of our own. They're going to send it up to the bunker just to review the grounding. But as you can see there are no issues. We do ground the ball. And we're going to get the green lights once again. As we take another look on the replay here. As you can probably tell already, I'm trying out different angles for these replays. And it's just a beautiful backline shift as Masters gets it out to Nofoaluma. And he's going to end it with a bit of an unnecessary acrobatic dive there. As we take the shot with Tui here from out wide. And it's a beautiful kick on fire off the boot. 56 minutes into the game. We send it to Reynolds. On the last, he gets a nice kick away downfield. But it's right down the throat of Zalesniak as he gets around two defenders. He also beats Tui Lolohea with that slight, really minor change of direction as he grounds the ball under the posts for a really nice counter-attack try. I don't think I've scored a try like that yet. It's pretty hard to come by on this game. I have, however, conceded tries like that. A few tries actually. It usually happens when you fail to find space off a clearing kick, as Cleary finally converts one. Back in attack here as we shift it out to Brooks, who gets rocked in the tackle, knocks the ball on, and it's going to be Trent Merrin here on the breakaway. We reel him in just inside halfway. On the first, back with Tamo, as he gets an offload away out to Campbell Gillard, and he's going to find Isaac Yeo, and they lose meters here, tackled 32 meters out from our line. Apparently it was played out by us and the tackle count gets reset as they send it out to Cartwright on the first for a hit up, and we're going to actually give a penalty away, just hoping that they'd take the shot at goal. Obviously they don't. As we jump back into attack with the Panthers, it's going to be Cartwright here on the second. Running onto the ball, just powers his way over the line, and as you can see here, he's going to ground the ball and get the green lights. And it's going to be the Panthers tying the game up as Cleary takes the shot at goal to take the lead. A fairly simple kick for his standards, and he gets the Panthers up by 2. It is not looking good for us at the moment as we jump back with the Panthers in attack. A beautiful hit by Jamal Idris. The ball actually goes forward and touches a Penrith player, and we get the penalty. With 10 minutes remaining, it was a pretty tough decision to make, but we do decide to attack their line as we pop a nice little pass here off the tap, but Sawaso Su just doesn't have the gas to go through that gap. First tackle for us. As we take it to the left to Brooks, he goes out the back to Masters, and the passes, just look at the passes, they're going too low and they're behind the players. It's just not coming together at the moment as we get a nice little shape to the right. We send it out to who was this, Josh Reynolds here. He just takes the tackle. With the clock winding down, we're going to take it to the right this time through McQueen. A beautiful touch out to Naingama, and the late footwork at the line by Naingama draws in two defenders as he puts Tupou away in the corner. Some silky touches by McQueen and Naingama as we take another look on the replay. It just wasn't clicking on the left, so we decided to bring it out to the right. And that nice touch by McQueen, the great footwork by Naingama to draw in two defenders, and then it's Tupou who ices it with the dive into the corner. A beautiful, simple try to seal the game in the final 10 minutes as we mistime the kick, fades away to the right, but it's not going to matter Full time here at Leichhardt Oval, we defeat the number 1 team in the league at the moment, 22 points to 20. As we look at the full time match stats here, and I'd say we deserved the victory. Penrith were pretty poor for most of the match, and it's going to be Peter Wallace who picks up man of the match. As per usual, here's a look at the player stats for you guys to cast your votes. I'm going to go and check out how the new patch feels. As always, drop the like button for more Rugby League Live 4 content. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you.
If that's your girl, why she in my section?
Later.
That's your girl, why she doing role play, going both ways like an intersection. Stole it like an interception. But you could have her back, she asked a million questions. Yeah, like what's next?